Hi, everybody. It's Miss Pam. I am so excited to be here and to read some stories to you. I've missed you guys all so much, and I hope that you'll have fun listening to some fun fall stories. And also, if you have signed up, you can pick up a craft at the library and you can take those home and have fun putting those together each week. So let's get started. The first story is called Sneeze, Big Bear, Sneeze, and it's about a big bear and a sneeze and lots of leaves. And as you can see outside, the leaves are all changing beautiful colors and they're covering the ground. I know that when my kids were little, they liked to jump in the leaves and rake up the leaves. And you're going to get to do some fun creations with leaves with what Miss Roxanne has put together. But let's read our story. The wind whipped through the autumn woods and swirled to the spot where Big Bear stood. She whirled the leaves right off the trees just as Big Bear let out a sneeze. Achoo! The wind said, Bear, can't you see? The leaves flew down because of me. Bear said, Wind, it wasn't you. The leaves fell down when I sneezed. Achoo! Big Bear tried to nail the leaves back using a hammer and some tacks. Look at that silly bear. Do you think that worked? I don't think so. The wind kicked up and raced to the sky, swinging down low and then spinning up high. She said, That bear knows nothing at all. I dropped the leaves because it's fall. Big Bear walked as the cold wind blew and came to a tree where apples grew. There are lots of apples on that tree, but there aren't very many leaves on that tree, are there? Let's see what happens. Oh my goodness, just as Big Bear let out a sneeze, branches shook in a very strong breeze. Oh my, said Bear with an unhappy frown, watching the apples drop to the ground. He knew as they fell with a thumping sound that sneezing had made them all fall down. Do you think that's why they fell? But the wind said, Bear, can't you see? The apples dropped because of me. Bear said, Wind, it wasn't you. The apples fell when I sneezed. Achoo! Oh my goodness. He put the apples on a branch of the tree, stacking each one carefully. Lots of apples, and he has help from Mr. Rabbit. The wind swirled round the forest glen, dipping and whipping back again. She said, That bear knows nothing at all. I dropped the leaves because it's fall. Big Bear lumbered down to the lake where 20 geese rested. Not one was awake. You see how they're all with their necks and their heads tucked into their feathers? They're all fast asleep. But just as Big Bear let out a sneeze, waves splashed up like a stormy sea. The geese flew off with a honking sound, flapping great wings above the ground. Look at them. Oh my, said Bear as he looked up high. What have I done? He said with a sigh. The wind said, Bear, can't you see? The geese headed south because of me. Bear said, Wind, it wasn't you. The geese flew away when I sneezed. Shoo! The wind spun round the autumn woods, then circled back to where Bear stood. She yelled, Big Bear, I've had enough. I'm tired of this crazy, ridiculous stuff. She doesn't look very happy. Look at her open her big mouth. And I think she's going to blow lots of wind at Mr. Bear and Mr. Rabbit. Wind took a deep breath and let it out with a whirling, twirling, mighty shout. I whip the leaves right off the trees and drop the apples whenever I please. I hope those apples don't fall right on Bear. I scare off the geese before they freeze and tickle your nose to make you sneeze. And he's got a leaf right on his nose right now. I think she's trying to make him sneeze again. I do it all. I am the autumn breeze. Look at Bear and Rabbit scratch their heads. Do you think they believe her now? He ran to the safety of his den deep in the heart of the forest glen, and suddenly the door slammed shut. Big Bear's eyebrows shot right up. Who do you think slammed the door? Oh my goodness, he jumped in bed and covered his head. I know my sneeze didn't do that, he said. It's only the wind on a blustery night, so no more sneezes. And he blew out the light. And that is the end. Big Bear is going to go to sleep in his den with Mr. Rabbit and probably keep the door shut from Mr. Wind. So I hope you enjoyed our stories. It was wonderful to have you back, and we'll see you again next week